Entertainment comes in many forms. Some take the shape of pre-recorded shows, others in the form of live action. And these forms could be seen in all types of places, like your living room, on the TV, or at a theater. Theaters are home to many types of entertaining shows, and it's no different here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Meet the Dreamworks Theater. Over the years, it's been home to entertainment such as the Star Trek Adventure, Totally Nickelodeon, Rugrats Magical Adventure, Shrek 4D, and currently is home to the Kung Fu Panda The Emperor's Quest. Kung Fu Panda The Emperor's Quest opened on June 15, 2018, but to know how it got there, we need to go through a brief history of what came before it. In 1988, Star Trek Adventure was set to debut inside the new Panasonic Theater that had just been built on the upper lot. This show functioned by selecting around 10 people from the audience to help deliver a scene from Star Trek. These volunteers would be given costumes and lines to recite while up on stage. While these guests would be acting out a scene, video cameras would record them and convert the footage into a finished and edited video that visitors could buy at the end of the show. This show lasted until 1994 and made way for Totally Nickelodeon. Totally Nickelodeon was a show that opened in 1997 and was designed to appeal to the entire family. Guests would be chosen to compete head-to-head in the ultimate Nickelodeon challenges and games. Guests were even able to get slimed with the special Nickelodeon green slime. This show lasted until May of 2000 and made way for the Rugrats Magical Adventure. Rugrats Magic Adventure opened in June of 2000 and was based off the Rugrats episode Angelica the Magnificent. It was a live-action magic show that even showed illusions similar to those seen by famous illusionists in Vegas. This show didn't last too long because it was shut down in September of 2001 to make way for Shrek 4D. Shrek 4D opened in 2003 and totally redesigned the former theater by adding a pre-show, seats that immersed you into the show, and a movie theater type screen. The screen projected a thrilling and adventure-filled story of Shrek, Donkey, and Princess Fiona battling off ghosts, dragons, and more. A fun fact about this show is that it can still be found on Netflix to this day, but just without the 3D effects. This show ran for a while due to its popularity, but closed in August of 2017 to make way for the newest addition to the Panasonic Theater, Kung Fu Panda The Emperor's Quest. The Kung Fu Panda show debuted on June 15, 2018, and further improved the theater by adding Screen X type screens to the left and right that allowed it to be a more immersive experience. This theater was also renamed to the Dreamworks Theater. Before heading into the main theater, guests will be taken to a room that holds the pre-show. Along the walls are movie posters for various Dreamworks movies. On the wall with the doors, it's a ton of screens and the Dreamworks logo. And on the very left side of the room is a huge cabinet encasing references to other Dreamworks characters and the mystic Ming Hammer. The show begins in the pre-show where a handful of Dreamworks characters argue amongst themselves on the screen above the door about who the show should be about. Just then, Master Shifu and Mr. Ping run towards Po with urgent news that he has to make a delivery to the Emperor. All the characters run off the screens and Po tells the Dreamworks logo boy to open up the doors to the theaters. Inside the theater, there's a bottom section and a top section of seats. Once guests take their seat, the show begins with Po, Master Shifu, and Mr. Ping hopping into a boat and setting course down a river as they bump into rocks surrounding them. Guests are in their own boat following them as both boats fall down a waterfall. A cart of hay breaks the guest's fall, but the boat doesn't stop and goes along a bridge. As the boat goes across the bridge, bunnies on the left and right are dodging the boat, and the boat falls through the bridge since it's uncompleted. The guests reunite with Po and they continue down the river. They all soon find themselves in a cave, which is actually an ambush. A bunch of evil wolf pirates led by Kang tries to take Po's special delivery for the Emperor. It is revealed that Kang stole the Ming Hammer and it leads to an epic battle to keep the delivery safe. The heroes escape Kang's clutch and make it to the Emperor. The Emperor greets them with celebratory music, but just as they are about to give him the delivery, Kang returns and sends them to the spirit realm using the Ming Hammer. As they're all teleported to the spirit realm, the walls around the guests inside of the theater break away to reveal the spirit realm surrounding them. Kang uses the Ming Hammer to summon clones of himself to fight off the three heroes. They all battle until Mr. Ping is in danger and Po saves him by taking them back to the normal world. The three heroes return to the Emperor without the special delivery until it's revealed by the Emperor that the special delivery was actually Po. That bottle they were fighting over was actually Mr. Ping's hot sauce for his restaurant. Kang then returns to the normal realm in pain from consuming all that hot sauce. Po then tries the hot sauce and burps fire. The Emperor calls him strong and they all laugh about it. The curtains close as Po grabs the Ming Hammer and waves goodbye to the audience as he uses it and it flies out of his hands around the theater and takes place on the wall to the left-hand side. The theater rebuilds itself around the audience as the Ming Hammer is now left residing in the wall. And that is the history and background behind Kung Fu Panda: The Emperor's Quest. Many shows have resided in the theater beforehand, and that theater is filled with great history. The Dreamworks Theater came around in 2018 because of Universal's acquisition of Dreamworks, so who knows what type of future attractions that theater has in store.